Hey, it's Coach Kearns. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. I'm in Everett, my old hometown. Got my dad man kids t-shirt my daughters gave me. And I'm embarrassed a little bit because I haven't been down here in years to my father's gravesite. But I wanted to come down from about an hour away just to pay my respects to my father, who I didn't know long, I didn't know well, who taught me a lot, was always a good man, loving father. I never felt unloved in my house, never felt unwanted. He did the best for his family. He was a great husband, a great father, a good provider. And a good human being. He loved people, wasn't prejudiced, didn't have a prejudice bone in his body. His famous saying was, I don't care who anybody is, as long as they take care of their house and their kids are respectful. And I've tried to live by that creed every day. So I'm proud to be a Kearns. I'm proud that my company is called Burnwick Kearns. I wear his ring every day, and I have for going on 40 years now, never take it off. People all who read my book that don't know me and know me afterwards say, I'm so sorry you lost your father and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I appreciate that. I really do, the sentiment. And, my sister and I were having this talk last week. By the time I was 21, I had gone to a funeral every year since the age of 12. That's how many people in our family that we buried. Cancer, drug addiction, you name it. Saw it all. Me, I want a Viking funeral. Don't waste the grass space on me. No way, man. Burn me. I'm all set with it. The whole funeral thing, the open casket and the whole bit. No 12-year-old should have to see an open casket of his father or of his cousin who gets a bullet to the brain. No 12-year-old should see any of that stuff. Death is hard. Death is complicated. Death is inevitable. And for all the people that have said they're so sorry, I appreciate that. And the only thing I can tell anybody that's been through this, you never get over it. You never stop missing them. Never. Never. I never stop missing my father, not for one day. I think about him every day. Name of my company, Burnwick Kearns. In his memory. You just learn to live with it. You learn to move forward. You learn to manage it. You learn to try to do better. That's what I try to do for my daughters. I hope I'm as good a father as he was to me the short time I knew him. I hope I can do as best for them as he did for me. My mother raised me on her own. I had to be a man at 12. I didn't have much choice. It was either, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and move forward, or, crawl into a hole. Couldn't crawl into a hole. I had to go forward. Didn't have a choice. And sometimes you got to do it. As my good friend and mentor and colleague Lee Jordan said, pain is temporary. Suffering is a choice. Suffering is a choice. And as I've mentioned before, I've been working on this quote internally from Thoreau. Forgiveness is the fragrance that is shed by the violet on the heel that has crushed it. So, I'm trying to forgive myself for some of my weaknesses and faults, and I'm trying to forgive a lot of other people that have stabbed me in the back over the years. I'm working on it. It's progress, not perfection. So if you have a father, a parent, a grandparent, anything like that, and your relationship is strained, you know what? Put it aside. Just put it aside. Because forgiving them will do so much for you and them, and isn't funny. Just put it aside. Because when you lose them, you can't get it back. You just can't get it back. So repair. Own your shit and repair. You know, if they've wronged you, they've wronged you. What are you going to do? You know? Take care of your side of the street. As long as you clean your side of the street, you're all set. All right? So let's move forward. Let's stay together. Let's fix this economy together. Together, we can do this. All right? Have a great Father's Day. Oos.